Siema, witam w kolejnym odcinku z serii GRAM W GRE Death Stranding. Lecimy dokować na oko. Zobaczymy, co się wydarzyło na oku. Musimy znaleźć ekipę na oku. No dobrze, to znajdziemy, tak myślę. Oj.
Barrett, it's Sarah. Barrett, we're going to keep going. We'll finish this adventure you started. It's okay. Be at peace. He's gone. We can't change anything now. Come on.
Dad! The others are here. We're going to be okay.
I really messed up on this one, friend. Usually the last guy. Oh, I forgot how much I missed your sarcasm while I was worrying you were dead.
No.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep laying for a bit until I can... Oh, thank the stars beyond.
Dobra, kto tu jeszcze? Jeszcze Władimir. A.
He came out of nowhere. Thank you.
No i został Władimir.
You're alive. No tears for the old.
Vladimir! Oh, thank goodness. Where's Barrett?
Chodź tu, Władimir. Musimy rozmawiać trochę.
We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure. Just means he's playing the waiting man's game. He'll be back once we've done all the work of collecting the other pieces.
The hunter, he probably found us because we're somewhere obvious. High populated area, just like how the Starborn found you orbiting Neon the first time. But the fact that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain. Fine idea. Starborn show up, you can burn helium in one spin of the grav drive to anywhere.
Here, keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at
I
the lodge
teraz na
after.
mojej dupie będą siedzieć Astranie, tak? Dobra, idziemy na pokład. I teraz tak, gdzie to możemy zbudować? Wypad, kurde. Pierdziele, oni muszą się tak... Dobra, powiedzcie mi, jak mam sobie podreperować statek do diabła.
How are you, Dusty?
O Jezus Maria, wypadł stąd.
Hey, it's always a good day when you come around.
Our group has
Kurde.
one less member. That will lower our overall effectiveness in all areas.
No wypadł stamtąd, ja pierdzielę jak mnie...
Witnessing a death has an overwhelming effect on your
Chodzenie, sterowanie w tej grze to jest... No i najgorsze, że nie mogę naprawić tego cholernego statku. Czy jest tu jakaś możliwość? Czy teraz to już jest na tyle rozpierdzielone?
You're making things harder for yourself. You see security, don't make any sudden moves. Good. We don't need any more trouble.
Co znowu?
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal before exiting your homes. That is all.
Dobra, czy może ktoś mi... Czy może ktoś mi zapewnić naprawę tego cholernego statku? Znaczy... Starfield chciałem zagrać ze względu na Bethesdę i Skyrima. Poprzednie Elder Scrollsy nie grywałem. Dawno temu. To RPG takie z pierwszej osoby, które gdzieś tam mi się podobały. Grałem, to były i Szary, i Might and Magic. Elder Scrollsy nie grywałem. I to nie ten, ale grało się dobrze, przyjemnie. Jak mam być szczery, Skyrim mi się podobał, grało mi się dobrze, ale Skyrima też po prostu przeszedłem, jestem zadowolony. Bo spoko.
Now really isn't the time.
I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the ground a million times over.
Ale Starfield, jestem na etapie, gdzie on mnie nadal irytuje. Bywa nudny. Chcę dokończyć tą historię, chcę ją poznać, aczkolwiek miałem parę razy już tak, że dość. Przeproszę wszystkich, ale nie dogram reszty, bo mam dość. Teraz, i potem jak już mówię, o dobra, trochę się skręciło, bo trochę więcej akcji, coś się działo. Misja za misją, super. I doszliśmy do momentu, gdzie jest problem z tym statkiem i zaczynam się irytować. Znowu. Więc generalnie nie wiem, mam nadzieję, że uda się to jakoś ugryźć w taki sposób, żebym nie musiał się... denerwować. No. Znaczy, jeżeli uda mi się za chwilę w jakiś sposób naprawić statek, super. Ale jeżeli Nie, no to... No nie wiem. Bo, no bądźmy szczerzy, no tym statkiem, jak mnie ktoś znowu zaatakuje, coś się wydarzy, no to jest bez sensu, bo ja nie mam szans w walce. Ani da... Co ja takiego noszę w ekwipunku, że mam o tyle kilo za dużo? Co to tyle waży? Znaczy, bo wydawało mi się, że nic takiego nie podnosiłem. Żeby no dobra, wyrzućmy to. Nie chce mi się... Znaczy, mógłbym, ale kurde. No, ja potrzebuję naprawić ten cholerny statek. Żeby się nie wściekać za bardzo.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
Tam gdzieś muszę iść.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can, if you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer. I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. I'm not sure if he was, but if what you're looking for is connected, then anything might be possible. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. Oh yes, typically. But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I've visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well. And if you need directions to the enlightened, they have a branch in the well helping the poorest citizens of New Atlantis find a better life for themselves.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Okej. Myślałem, że to są z dwóch stron wejścia do tego samego pomieszczenia. Ale się zdziwiłem. I teraz co? To z więźniarką Warun. No i dobra, jak się dostać? Aha.
I have something I really need to talk to you about.
Just got a new job, new apartments.
You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right?
Much obliged, but I'm not looking for a certain.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
We don't mean to be intrusive. Any information you could provide would be very useful.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Jasne.
Oh, hey, actually hold up 1 second. You're part of the Enlightened, right? Yeah, little practical aid from your friends in the movement.
No i zaś nie będę mógł biegać. Ach. Panie. Jeszcze muszą mi dać jakieś dziadostwo do noszenia. Port kosmiczny. Czy ja mogę w porcie kosmicznym dorwać kogoś do naprawienia tego cholernego statku? Jak was proszę, no. Też na pokład wyrzucić ten jakiś śmieszny skafander, kurde, bo...
I've always liked that statue. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Tak,
I wonder what the artist was trying to represent.
cudowne.
Just one quiet day. Too much to ask for.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
Perhaps you should hear us out before you decide to cast judgment.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Anything you could tell us would be tremendously helpful.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the great serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the great serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
Nic więcej się nie dowiemy ciekawego chyba.
Show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
I have something I really need to talk to you about.
Ty to powtarzasz już tak często, a jak chciałem z tobą pogadać, to co? Także ja cię proszę. Dziążka, ty już mnie nie nerwuj. Czekaj, bo tu jest port. Spróbujemy złapać kogoś, kto mógłby nam naprawić to. Znaczy, bo tu był wtedy jakiś tam, że technik czy coś. Czekaj, spróbujemy też wyrzucić ten. Wtedy była, teraz to nie wiem.
Hey, what can I do for you?
As you enter the city, please keep moving. Okay. No.
I've flown across most of the settled cities. In all manners of space park.
Aha, bo teraz idziemy z powrotem do tego typa. I w słup. Bang.
Well, you're back.
No,
What did you learn?
nic
Was there
ciekawego.
something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
O kurde, sorry, zawadziłem mikrofon.
What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we?
No, przydałoby się.
We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system?
Właśnie trochę porozciągać czasem.
Addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there,
No, czy ja wiem.
maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity.
Jakoś ci nie
Before you
ufam.
go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds a belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it?
Chyba nie.
So you intend to find the truth and then have that truth confirmed by your peers. Unity is a reality born of observation and agreement?
It's the scientific method, and I swear by it myself.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit.
Ja.
Go, find your truth.
We have to talk. It's important.
Musimy udać się teraz na Indum 2. I na Indum 2 udamy się już w kolejnym odcinku. No, trochę przynudzali tymi gadkami, nie powiem. Mam nadzieję, że znowu w końcu pojawi się jakaś akcja i przede wszystkim naprawić ten cholerny statek, bo nie mogę tak latać takim rozpierdzielonym. No ale tak, widzimy się w następnym odcinku w Starfieldzie. I jeżeli nie chcesz przegapić tego odcinka, ani nic, co się pojawia na kanale, zasubskrybuj. Jeżeli podoba ci się to, co robię i chcesz troszeczkę mi pomóc w osiągnięciu lepszego zasięgu, zostaw lajka, pisz komentarze. No i oczywiście zapraszam do obserwowania kanału na Twitchu, a teraz to było na tyle. Do następnego. Adios.